Be ready, start. It is further averred on the basis of said report that scientists claimed that radiations emitted from the cellular towers could lead to blood-brain barrier risk to children and pregnant women, irreversible infertility, calcium ion release from cell membranes, DNA damage, effects on stress proteins, effects on skin, tinnitus and ear damage, effects on eye, melanoma, salivary gland tumor, melatonin reduction, sleep disorders, neurodegenerative disease, increase in cancer risk. Studies in various countries indicate that there is adverse effect on birds, animals and environment, effect on honeybees, effect on birds, effect on mammals and amphibians, effect on plants. Even the organizations like WHO, ICNIRP, FCC Extra have not recommended stricter safe radiation guidelines, whereas several countries have adopted EMF radiation norms at much less values based upon these studies. Stop Stanja. It is further submitted that cell phone industry is becoming another cigarette industry which kept claiming that smoking is not harmful, and note there are millions of people who have suffered from smoking. As a matter of fact, cell phone tower radiation is worse than smoking and its effect on health is noted after a long period of exposure. Majority of people are casual towards these aspects. Ignorance and non-awareness adds to the misery and they are absorbing the slow poison unknowingly. Stop Stanja. It is further submitted that Article 21 of the Constitution assures right to live with human dignity free from exploitation. State is under constitutional obligation to see that there is no violation of fundamental right of any persons, especially when they belong to weaker sections of the community and unable to battle against the strong and powerful opponent who is exploiting them. Mobile tower companies are unable to protect constitutional and fundamental right of the citizen. Stop. It is further submitted that towers in the vicinity should be removed forthwith. Stop. Thus, petition has been filed. Stop Stanja. In the return filed by the respondent number 1, Union of India, Department of Telecommunication, it is contended that radiation from mobile phones and BTS falls under non-ionizing category, which is not considered to be harmful because it cannot break molecular bonds. Various studies undertaken by WHO, ICNIRP and other international organizations have shown that there is no direct evidence proving cause-effect relationship between radiation exposure from mobile towers and hazardous effect on human being. WHO in 2006 has concluded that considering the very low exposure levels and research results collected to date, there is no convincing scientific evidence that the weak RF signals from base stations and wireless networks caused adverse health effects. Stop. From all evidence accumulated so far, no adverse short or long-term health effects have been shown to occur from the RF signals produced by base stations. WHO has recommended that national authorities should adopt international standards to protect their citizens against adverse levels of RF fields. Stop. They should restrict access to areas where exposure limits may be exceeded. WHO has referred to the international exposure guidelines developed by International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection ICNIRP in its report of 1998 has prescribed levels limiting EMF emission from base transceiver stations as safe for general public, details of which have been given in the return. Stop Stanja. It is further contended that in India, the cellular GSM services are being operated at 900 MHz and 1800 MHz frequency band. For 900 MHz permissible power density is 4.5 watt per square meter, whereas for 1800 MHz permissible power density is 9 watt per square meter. Stop. The government of India has adopted the ICNIRP guidelines for basic restriction and limiting reference levels of electromagnetic radiation from mobile towers and wide letter dated 8th April 2010 within bracket annexure R to the return. DOT has directed all CMT licenses to make compliance of the reference limits levels prescribed by ICNIRP by way of self-certification of their base transmitting stations within bracket BTS for meeting the EM radiation norms. Stop. Stanza. It is further contended that if the site fails to meet the EMF radiation criterion, there is provision of levying a penalty of rupees 5 lakhs per BTS per service provider. Service providers must meet the criterion within 1 month of the report of Trum cell in such cases, after which the site will be shut down. Stop. Stanza. It is further contended that with respect to EMF radiation from mobile handsets, ICNIRP has prescribed the values for specific absorption rate within bracket SAR-DOT wide letter dated 1/9/2008 within bracket annexure 1 to the return has notified for compliance of mobile handsets being manufactured in India, as well as the handsets being imported, to conform to SAR limit of 2 kg localized for head and trunk in the frequency range of 10 MHz to 10 GHz. Laboratory has been set up for testing of SAR value of mobile handsets imported, manufactured in India. Stop. Stanza. It is further contended that considering the media reports and public concerns, an interministerial committee within bracket IMC consisting of officers from DOT, Indian Council of Medical Research within bracket Ministry of Health, Department of Biotechnology and Ministry of Environment and Forest was constituted on 24/8/2010 to examine the effect of EMF radiation from base stations and mobile phones. Stop. The said interministerial committee has examined the environmental and health related concerns and adjudicated that most of the laboratory studies were unable to find a direct link between exposure to radio frequency radiation and health, and the scientific studies as yet have not been able to confirm a cause and effect relationship between radio frequency radiation and health. The effect of emission from cell phones is not known yet with certainty. Stop. Stanza. It is further contended that the Interministerial Committee has examined 90 international and national studies reference papers related with the EMF radiation before finalizing the report. Stop. The recommendations made by the Interministerial Committee have been accepted and issued wide letter dated 17/12/2012, a copy of which has been filed as Annexure R to the return. Stop. The action has been taken by DOT for implementation of the recommendations of the Interministerial Committee. Norms for exposure limit for the radio frequency field within bracket base station has been reduced to 1/10 of the existing limits prescribed by ICNIRP, and directions in this regard has been issued to mobile operators wide letter dated 10/11/2011. These directions are effective from 11/4/2011. RF network is required to be readjusted to meet the quality of services parameters, the effects of revised EMF exposure limit, if any, on wider exclusion zone and reduction in mobile coverage area are being examined by DOT. The date of implementation of reduced EMF norms has now been extended to 11/9/2011, and letter in this regard has been issued on 10/4/2012. A copy of same has been filed to the return stock. SAR level for mobile handset has been revised from 2 watt per kg to 1.6 watt per kg, and directions in this regard, including other recommendations related to mobile handset, have been issued to mobile handset manufacturers. Wide letter dated 22/10/2011 stock. The other recommendations made by IMC, wide letter dated 27/12/2010, are also under process of implementation. Stop Stancha. It is further submitted that for implementation of some of the other recommendations made by IMC, a committee was constituted in DOT to examine the issues relating to mobile base station towers on the following aspects: uniform guidelines on setting up of BTS towers, structural safety for towers on rooftops. Stop over.